Hi guys, James Whittemore here at Wellingborough Golf Club, and today I'm going to talk to you about building the perfect backswing for you. I emphasize the word you there because, as we know, there's no one size fits all. Everyone has a different swing, we're all different shapes and sizes, and we all have different range of motions. So what we're going to do by the end of this video, I'm going to give you just a couple of key pointers on how you can build that perfect backswing. A couple of drills, a couple of feels as well, and just hopefully get a bit more clarity on should I be in this position or should I be in that position? Because as we know, we've got a lot more time to process and think when we're making our backswing as we do comparison onto the downswing. Okay, let's get stuck into this video and see what we can do. Okay, length of backswing. How far should I swing the club? Is there a certain length that's correct? The answer is no. All right, so if I get the club here, short parallel, past parallel, that's very much down to you in regards to how supple your body is, how supple your body movements are. Of course, there's arguments that if you go too long or too short, your rhythm might be out and your timing can be affected because of that. But what we're going to really talk about today is the focus movement pattern for you. And what I mean by that is, what's my range of motion here? You know, how much can I turn my chest, how much can I rotate into the backswing before I pull a muscle or give myself a hernia? So we want to kind of try and create our maximum stretch in the backswing where we're going to fully kind of wind up. So what do I mean by that is, if I get to the top of the backswing and I've kind of got my club up here and I've just picked it up and I've got this position now, I'm at the top where my arms are very much bent. I haven't really engaged any of my body. I've just very much lifted the club. So what I'm going to try and do is I want to, like I say, I'm going to rotate. So I'm going to make sure my bigger muscles start to engage very early on. So this is what I'm trying to do. So again, a really good drill and a really good feel here is if I just pop the club, butt of that golf club is going to go in my sternum here, and I'm just going to grip down on the shaft. I'm not going to extend my arms completely out. I'm just going to have them straight but not extended. I'm then going to kind of tip over from my hips and imagine I'm in like a posture position. The main thing I'm trying to do now is I'm just going to go a quarter of the way without this club firing off my chest. If I was just to do that and take my arms back and leave my zip, my chest line there, you'll see I haven't rotated, I've just pulled my arms away. So that's my first little one. That just kind of gets me going in my backswing. So I know I'm working as a unit there. And you can see if I just put my hands on the club now, as you can see, it's all kind of working together. So that sets the tone in how I'm going to start my backswing. So I've got that to there now, and now as I come up to the top, I'm letting my hip, I'm sinking back. So I'm going back into my right side. One we can easily do is we can move off the ball like so. I can start sliding around. No, what I want to do with my trail hip, I want to turn into that hip. Again, if we've got hip problems, or we just have no mobility there, you know, do as much as you can. Like I say, it's all down to that physical limitation. Don't overstretch yourself. Don't cause yourself any pain or discomfort. What we're trying to do here is get you to your physical limitation. So I'm going to kind of turn into that hip. I've set the tone of my golf swing by using my bigger muscles, not just my hands and arms. That's the first part, and then I'm kind of stretching up to the top. So again, me now, personally, I feel like I'm at max. You know, I've turned off the ball, turned my shoulders, I'm behind the ball, but I've still got an eye on the ball. I don't have to be completely fixed on it, but I'm still very much aware of where it is. That's on my backswing now, then I can get back into it. When we are building that swing, you know, what we can do, and I'm not against this at all, and you know, like I say, if you are struggling with that feeling of trying to get into that backswing, or you're looking for more yardage, but with your feet planted, you can't go anywhere. Your body won't allow it to. Let this lead foot come off a little bit. Let that lead heel come off. There's no problems. You know, I really don't see the issue. If I want to get to the top, just allow my heel to come off the floor, which allows me then to rotate a little bit better. Awesome, do it. You know, there's no danger. The only thing we've got to be wary of is if I do that, I don't want to then start swaying off the ball, moving entirely. It's just a little bit of give that can come off. That allows me to rotate my hips better, and therefore I can also get behind the ball a bit easier now as well. So again, another source of power, then on the way down, bang, I've got to then move back in. But like I say, we're focusing on backswing. Like I say, if you need to move that off a little bit, just to kind of give way for that hip to turn, them shoulders to turn, then awesome, do it. Another couple of movements in the backswing, which I just want to clarify and just to give you a bit of perspective on what they mean. A couple of buzzwords: connection and sort of, wrist hinge. Connection is very much when we talk about my arms and body are connected, I can get to my backswing and then I'm back through. Now that's great if you're a supple young person that's got full range of movement, because when we say connected, it means my arms and body. If you look at my top here, sort of the white on my zip all kind of stays in that triangle, stays connected. Yeah, it's nice, it looks great. If I haven't got much range though, and I'm struggling with dodgy hip or frozen shoulder, whatever, and I'm trying to be connected, I'm almost, this looks like this. It's very stiff, very jumbled. That's no good. So again, it's how you interpret them sort of words. So connection is cool in the sense of I can still be connected as long as my arms aren't flinging around here. They don't have to be stuck to my body. No, like I said, that drills again, it's good because it kind of gets everything working together. And it also doesn't imply that I have to be, my arms dead stuck close to me. If that right elbow needs to fly off a little bit in order for me to move off and create that rotation, awesome. If we're trying to build a backswing that's going to give us our maximum distance and our power, then, of course we need that sort of range of motion. We don't need to be pent up and tight if you have sort of lack of mobility, or like I say, you're struggling with a certain muscle group in your backswing, whether it be shoulder or hip. The other one is wrist hinge. Again, God, this is a big one. Wrist hinge. So, I see this a lot. Where should I set my wrist, James? Where am I doing it? There, is that good? Okay, I cop my wrist there, then wind it up to the top. Yep, awesome. Okay. Big can of worms. All I would say, again, if we go back to, I know I've said this one now 3 or 4 times, but it's good because it kind of gets you going. So club in there, and if I looked a quarter of the way, okay, so that's made me use my body and my arms together. If I put the club at that point, have my wrists hinge much? Not really. I probably feel like I've taken the club away of my body, but what I am doing is I'm not strangling the club. If I strangle this golf club, I'm really tight, it's going to be harder for these to work because there's no real movement there. It's like locked on and I can't rotate. So if I keep my grip, not light, but if I keep my grip pressure fairly neutral in that sense, and then I'm not strangling it, and at the same time I'm not kind of close to letting go, I've just kind of got it medium on there. If I get my body working, you can see my hands can naturally work up. My lead wrist is continuously setting. I would not say it's like boom, boom, boom. We're not breaking it down. Again, that's when we get too much information overload. I really start to boom, 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 become a robot. We don't want that. We want to keep the rhythm, keep the flow. Flow is a good word. I want to keep that flow in the backswing and allow me to get in the positions that I desire. Okay guys, there you go. Hopefully that gives you the tools to build the best backswing for you. Now remember, there's no right way, there's no generic way how to build a perfect backswing or a perfect golf swing in that matter. It's all down to you, and it's trying to create the most functional golf swing for you that's going to get you to that consistent level. Okay, thanks so much guys for watching. If you like what you see, as usual, leave a comment, hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more videos to come. Thanks very much.